comes in one color and the answers in the other. Okay, factoring quadratic expressions, part 3. So there's a couple of special cases. This one's called difference of squares. You can tell it's different because it's a binomial. Just two terms, and it has a subtraction sign. That's why it's called difference of squares. So it factors as x minus 4, x plus 4. And if we check that, we see that you get positive 4x and negative 4x. And those cancel out to 0, and that's how you get x squared minus 16. So special case, difference of squares. When you see a binomial, see if it's a difference, and then you can factor it this way. So x squared minus 9 would be x minus 3, x plus 3. X squared plus 9, you think, well, maybe that's going to be x minus 3, x plus 3. But if you FOIL that out, you get positive 3x minus 3x, which does drop, but you get minus 9, and we wanted positive 9. If we tried x plus 3, we'd have x squared plus 3x plus another 3x plus 9, so we actually get plus 6x. So we did get the positive 9, but we didn't get the terms to drop out. The only way to get the terms to drop out, those middle two terms, is to have a plus and a minus, and that won't give us that positive at the end. So if you're someone who's finished Algebra 1 and Geometry, then you would say this one is prime. Can't be factored. Those of you who have gone on through Algebra 2, there is an answer. It's x minus 3i and x plus 3i. Because you do get those middle two terms to drop out. And remember, I squared is negative 1, so negative 9 times negative 1 is positive 9, and it does work. Okay, but for Algebra 1, you only learn that this is prime. So here's another difference of squares, 3x minus 5, 3x plus 5. 4 minus 7x, 4 plus 7x. 10x minus 1, 10x plus 1. And of course, you can always put them in the opposite order. It could be 10x plus 1, 10x times 10x minus 1. Another thing you always want to look for is a greatest common factor. Okay, so remember to look for a GCF first. What we find is if you take a 3 out of this one, what's inside can factor more. And that's was in part 1, factoring part 1. That would be x minus 3, x plus 2. So you want to keep that 3 there so you can get your original one back. If we take a 2 out of this one, we have x squared plus 7x minus 18, which would give us x plus 9 times x minus 2. If this first term is negative, I would take out a negative 3. So we'd have x squared minus 5x plus 6. Because the negative 3 times negative 5x would give you positive 15x. That would give you negative 18. So then this would be x minus 3, x minus 2. That's in factoring part 2 when this is positive. Sometimes this number out here is not a GCF, and that's factoring part 4.